excited to do some unboxing videos with you today. First one up is by Pillow Talk Derm. She's my favorite dermatologist located in New York City. She has a new system. It's a kit called Major Fade. Cannot wait to go through it with you today, so let's get started. I love this three-step system because it's just so easy, but also you can integrate it into your existing skincare routine. I know there's nothing more annoying than looking at something, admiring something, wondering if it works, but then also thinking about, if I incorporate this or buy this, does that mean I'm not going to be able to use all of my other skincare products? Well, the good news is that this 3 skincare step routine is very pointed, right? And what that means is it's really designed to help you with hyperpigmentation, dark spots, melasma, discoloration, whatever you call it, even acne scarring. So this is the deal. If you are already loving what you're using, you can just incorporate this into your routine. And when you overlove, you have good intentions, but you end up getting really bad results. So one way, I love that she created this so that psychologically, you're not thinking about wearing a mask, right, every single night. You are thinking of using it maybe a couple times a week, which is really genius. So I really love the idea of incorporating something that's so active, because usually when I think of a mask, I think of really short-term benefits. But with this particular mask, you're leaving it on for long enough for the ingredients to really seep into your skin and do the job that they need to do, and then you're rinsing it off without the risk of over exfoliation. On the back, glycolic, lactic, 2 of my favorite acids already. Lactic is great if you have sensitive skin. It's generally very hydrating, and glycolic is usually great because it has a smaller molecular size. So if you have that stubborn hyperpigmentation, it can go down a little deeper, if you know what I mean, and do a little bit more work for you. So I love that. So there are acids in here, as well as glycerin, which is one of my favorite, humectants, because that really helps bring moisture up to the cells of your skin and helps you retain it. So you're gonna apply your mask as the first step, and you can use it. Let's see what the exact directions are. It says use up to 3 times a week on clean, dry skin. So you're applying a thin layer over your face. You leave it on 10-15 minutes, and then generally you can apply the following 2 products, but I'm about to get to those. This is the thing. You may be wondering, do I have to use this whole 3-step skincare to get good results? And the answer is no. Now, if you know about consistency, right? It's really about consistency. Consistency is key. Are you gonna have better results if you use the whole system together? It's likely, because it was designed that way, but you can still get, in my professional opinion, you can still get great results by using even one of these. So that's the beauty. You don't have to buy it in the kit. I'm going to do another video and I'm going to show you how it feels on the skin. I'm going to tell you how it feels. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and I'm going to show you what my skin looks like afterwards. So stay tuned for that video. But this is step number 1 of the kit if you are interested, and you can get it on its own. Look how beautiful the packaging is. So pretty. And this is what it comes with here. And actually, if you open it up, it will tell you about the ingredients and exactly why they do what they do. And I absolutely love that. If for an example, prep number 1, we just talked about the flash mask. It says it's an exfoliating micro peel that has glycolic, lactic, other acids, and glycerin in it. Buff your skin for a fresh base and brighter look. Already tells me exactly what it does. This also retails on its own for $48, just FYI. Step number 2, which we're calling the treat step of the 3-step process, which contains alpha-arbutin, I'm reading it, kojic acid, which I am a huge fan of, have been for a long time, especially because of the brightening effect on the skin, and niacinamide. Niacinamide is great for strengthening that skin barrier. I'm sure you've heard a lot about niacinamide by now, but those are just a few of the ingredients and the directions on here. Use daily, morning, and night to treat discoloration. So you can use 2 to 4 pumps and then gently massage it into the skin for best results. It says use with the flash mask, and of course the next step, the active seal. Now this, tell me if this is sleek packaging or what, and look at this refill applicator. How cool is that? I absolutely love things that are not just pretty looking, but are very practical. You know what I mean? Like if you have to travel or if you have to just store them and you don't have a lot of room, I really like the idea of this. So that's very appealing to me just at first look. It says it's suitable for all skin types and tones, which is nice. And yeah, this is an illuminating treatment for all types of discoloration. That's right. So this is intended for dark spots, any type of hyperpigmentation, melasma, any type of discoloration that you may have, as well as acne scarring. The reason that it's going in this order is because serum should always be applied before any type of moisturizer. That's because by design, serums are created to really seep into your skin and do a little bit more work. And I love how pointed it is, which means, you know, as I said at the beginning, you can be using any skincare routine, right? You can already have, oh, Jentri, I have my favorite serum or my favorite moisturizer or my favorite retinoid that I use at night. Whatever it is, even if you have your favorite mask, you can still use all of those. You just don't use them all at the same time on the same night. The Major Fade Active Seal. Love the airless pump. Huge fan. I actually have a product called the Good Sunscreen. It's in an airless pump like this. So I love this color. It's beautiful. It's going to keep it really sanitary. And on the back, some of the key ingredients, we have vitamin C. We all know that's a brightening agent. It's wonderful. There's a peptide on here. Peptides by design usually have smaller molecular sizes, so they can really get down there. They're great for stimulating collagen. So that's another bonus tip. And, you know, it also says use daily, morning and night to seal inactives and prevent discoloration. 2 or 3 pumps is what it's recommending here. Massaging it into the skin for best results. Use with flash mask, just as the other product. Then the Hyper Serum. So the idea, the kit was intended 1, 2, 3 to do your mask, then apply your serum, then apply your moisturizer. And the moisturizers really help seal in all the moistures. If you have products with good humectants like this, that is going to be something that they're going to help do, seal it all in, right? And this another thing that it claims to do is help prevent melanin synthesis. So that means that not only is it exfoliating and using these ingredients that are brightening agents to help you improve the color of your skin, meaning help it be more of an even skin tone, but it's also preventing that melanin from creating more of that darkness that shows up. Because, my friend, this is kind of, I'm going to give you a little pro tip. This is the thing, is that it's likely that once you get rid of your hyperpigmentation, it's not going to be a one and done. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And it doesn't mean that you're going to always have to do the same thing you've always done, the same system, whatever it is. But the likelihood of it is that if you have the hyperpigmentation, you're going to have to continue to use some sort of system now, or some type of product to help you maintain it. So that's what's great about some of these products, that it's helping you control it, which is very important, right? So why would you get this over going into the dermatologist? Well, look, I think it saves you a little money because you actually have to pay to go see the dermatologist. So that is one. Also, there's multi-benefits to these, in my opinion, as an esthetician. You know, there's lots of other ingredients and they're doing multiple jobs. So the likelihood of it is say you go to a dermatologist and you get a prescription. Prescriptions are awesome and they can be very effective. And I don't want to discourage you from doing that. In fact, a dermatologist created this, right? So she probably likes when people come and see her in person also. But my point is that if you are using these products instead of going and getting prescription, it might be doing a little bit more for you. That prescription is kind of one note. It's very specific, right? So if it's a retinoid, it's going to like do these things, but it also might dry out your skin. Whereas if you are using a retinol with nourishing butters in it, right, it's going to help keep the skin moist. So these products, they deal with the discoloration, but they also have the other ingredients in there to keep your skin moist, to keep the melanin at bay. So they're kind of multifunctional is what I'm trying to get at. They do a lot more and it's just fun. And like I said, you can get one, or you can, you can start there and see if you like it, or if it's in your budget, you can get all three. If you are in the market for something to deal with your hyperpigmentation and everything else that you've used over the counter is just not cutting it, maybe you don't have the time to go to a dermatologist. There's that too these days, to get that prescription, or maybe you've already used a prescription and you think that maybe it dries out your skin or it's a little bit too harsh. Then clearly getting something that's over the counter, which of course this is because you can buy it online, is going to be helpful. I always say you cannot benefit from what you can't tolerate. I always say that in every single conversation I have with clients, because I think that's really important to remember. We always get really impatient because we're like, and I know that I'm not alone. I know you've done this too, because you start using something, you're not getting the results in a couple months and you get frustrated. So you like toss it away and you get something else. All of a sudden you have like 10 different products there in front of you. You don't know what's worked, what hasn't worked, and you spent 10 times the amount you would have spent if you just would have gone to the dermatologist. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. If you've already used the prescription, like I said, and it is not for you for whatever reason, it might be more tolerable for you to use something over the counter. That's why people sometimes favor, especially after 40 and you start losing hyaluronic acid that your body normally produces and that collagen starts to break down. Sometimes it's easier for us to go and use a retinol that's over the counter than it is to use something from the dermatologist. And even if we go get our tretinoin from the dermatologist, then we tend to be layering it, right? You get my drift? I think you do. I hope that this was helpful, and I'm really, really excited about using these products myself and reporting back to you soon. Like and subscribe for over 40 beauty tips, and thank you for watching.